Are you talking? Because I don't hear you. You do hear me, right? I tested everything.
Ah, is that
Yeah, now
working?
I hear you.
Guess what it was?
What?
The on-off button was switched to off.
What have you been doing tonight to switch off your microphone?
Oh my god!
Welcome to the Rosie and Roula show. Marhaba.
G'day. Okay, I got one. Sweat.
Oh, okay. I get sweat. Ooh, ooh, ooh.
Sweat, baby, sweat. Some people would say that sweat is unladylike.
Oh, who are these people?
Maybe it's just in my head. I don't know.
No, listen, I think I know what you mean because if you work at an office and then you're wearing a nice silk t-shirt or
Yeah.
whatever, and then you go to a meeting and then you see like there's sweat under your arm because you were
Yeah.
cycling very fast to get to the office. You just dropped your kids at the daycare or
Uh-huh.
your dog or I don't know. Then it feels like, oh gosh, I'm entering with sweat under my arm. This is so embarrassing.
Yeah.
I mean, you live in sweat, given the fact that you're in the van, it's
I get
summer,
so
you're
self-conscious.
soaked.
So self-conscious. Like I seem to sweat more than other people. I don't know what it is, or more than other women. Maybe they're just better at hiding
How
it.
do you know that? You
Well,
don't know if you sweat more than others.
they don't seem to. I don't see their sweat. You visibly see my sweat. My face is shiny, and if I was wearing a t-shirt right now, you would see it would be wet. It is that hot.
But that's because you're in the van. When you're outside of the van,
Oh no, it's hot enough here to be that sweaty outside.
I
It's
think this is
hard.
turning into a medical advice.
Oh fuck.
I'm
Hey,
not,
piss
I
off.
should not be giving you medical
Okay, back
advice.
to the thing. Is it okay for women to sweat?
I mean, you can't control some things. It's our body. How can you control it?
So
What is this
do you
question?
see someone, right? But say you're at the office and a colleague walks in, it's a woman, and you can see sweat patches under her armpits. What goes through your mind?
What can I say? She might be 50 plus and it's perimenopause and she's going
What about
through
me? I'm
hot
30.
flashes. And yeah, look, as long as sweat is not smelly, it's not dirty.
Yeah. Well,
Because
true.
when sweat smells awful, is that someone has been either like doing engaging in a sport activity or did not shower, did not use soap, but
Mm,
some people shower without soap. And this is another topic. So yes, sweat doesn't smell. It when you see it, it's different than smelling it.
that is true. That
And
is
I
true.
think it's some kind of body shaming if someone enters the room with sweat. It's like, but what can they do? Like you turn red when I ask you a question that embarrasses you.
Mm.
You don't, but I'm giving an example. You do turn red when you laugh.
Oh, yeah.
Can you stop turning red when you laugh, please?
Yeah, good luck, right? Yeah.
Yeah, so the sweat is crazy. This is a funny for me. It's funny question because yesterday I went to the shop with my daughter and
Mm.
she's getting some organic cream. It's instead of deodorant or roll-on,
Hmm.
and she said that she uses a little bit twice a week, and then she doesn't need to use deodorant, and it works perfectly. I thought, oh,
Wow.
your brother, who's 9, Liam. I think in every episode I repeat his age.
You're obsessed.
I noticed his sweats and the smell is, oh, Liam, please don't listen. I'm so sorry.
Well, this
It's
is part of
horrifying.
adolescence, right? And believe it or not, it
Yes,
starts really early. So,
true.
yeah,
He's starting early, but I decided not to use anything. I'll
yeah,
ask him to go and wash
yeah.
under his arms because I don't want to damage the development of his cells, his sweat, by starting now using something for him.
That's a whole other train of
Yeah.
thought there, whether it's damaging or not. I have tried these natural deodorants, aluminium free. Like mum went on a big health kick, when she was still alive. I think I was in my early 20s and she got this, all natural deodorant. Rula, I stunk. Useless. It was just,
Oh, hold on. As You can have Botox on there, and then you don't sweat anymore.
Under my
Let's say under your
armpits.
armpits. Yes.
I don't know how I feel about that. I would like not having, sweat patches sometimes, but also it's a natural function to help cool me down. So,
Yeah, I know. I don't know. I didn't think about it when I said Botox about the natural function because I thought you're old now. You're older.
oh,
Your natural functions are
ah,
established.
yeah.
Now you
I'm
have to
just,
manage them.
yeah. I'm just a sweaty Betty. I'm learning to be comfortable with it. When I was in high school, right? So in Australia, do you have school uniforms in the Netherlands?
No, but in
Okay.
Lebanon, where I went to school, we
Yeah.
had school
Okay.
uniforms.
So you're familiar, right, with the concept. Over here, it's normal. You have school uniforms. And when I came back from England for year 12, I had a school uniform and you have a very thin white blouse and a skirt. So this white blouse is kind of semi see-through, it's very thin. So you can imagine it's quite easy for sweat to come through such a thin top. I used to walk with my hand sort of on my hip and draped over my bag because I'd have my bag on one shoulder to try and stop my arms resting down because sweat would show if I had my armpits resting on the shirt. I was so self-conscious, I'd sort of walk in a way that my armpits were up in the air.
Don't touch the
That is
shirt.
that is fucked. Like it's ridiculous. But I was so self-conscious of it, but it's like, oh, come on.
Mm. Could be, could be. I mean, how many times, like when it's summer or when we're like when my emotions get high, whether
Yeah, I get
happy or
sweaty.
sad,
Mm.
oh, I get so sweaty. Very like, and then I go sweating under my arm
Yeah.
because I just have to leave the car and go to the shop to make sure everything is
Oh,
not
fuck.
stinking.
You know what else
But
makes
yes,
me
some
sweaty?
people have a problem with it, yeah.
Are you saying I have a problem?
With sweating, yes,
I have a medical
today.
problem.
No, I'm not a medical advisor. What do I know?
Okay. Oh, fuck. I was going to say what makes me sweat, which is really weird, is when I go clothes shopping and I'm trying clothes on and off. I get really sweaty. And then by the end of it, I stink. And I'm like, get me out of here.
What's the conclusion for you after telling me all this truth?
I feel like an idiot. I feel like why did I bring this up? But I also feel like I'm sweaty and that's okay. If someone is going to judge me for my sweat and not talk to me, then I don't think I want that person in my life.
No, no, you can't say this. It's not easy to come and tell you, oh, sorry, I can't have a face-to-face conversation with you because your sweat stinks. You can't expect people to tell you this. It's not easy. You'd say
No,
this
but you
to the
get a
close
feeling.
people.
You get a feeling, right? People might be looking you up and down like, ugh, she's really sweaty. I don't know. I've embraced it more. And since converting the van where I'm doing lots of physical work, it's like my sweat is a sign of my hard work and my achievements.
Well, that's true. That's true. You're really building your van with sweat, tears, and laughter.
Literally blood, sweat, tears, yep,
And blood,
laughter,
sweat, and
crying.
tears, yes. And don't be harsh on other people because no, they won't tell you you're sweating. They won't tell you you're stinking. They will look. It doesn't mean they're judging. You have to go with an open mind in your
Yeah,
conversation with people. This is
yeah.
turning into a skill development, positivity episode.
I think what I'm getting from
Um,
it, sweat is okay, but it's nice both for you and the other person if you try to make sure you don't stink. Sometimes it happens, but some deodorant or make sure you've showered that day, whatever. Because it is hard. Body odor is pretty unpleasant, especially when it's
you know
someone
what's
else's.
horrible? Now that we're talking about this, like some people don't take out their wash on time from the washing
Oh
machine.
no, Rula, no.
So they stink and then
Oh,
they wear the shirt
it
and they
smells
sweat
so
on top of
bad. Yeah,
that.
that is quite gross. Yeah.
This gives me sore throat and I run away from these people.
You're so
This is the
precious.
only time where I can't really have a face-to-face conversation with someone who
Yeah.
took his or her shirt long.
I guess it's a
Didn't dry
physical
it on
reaction
time,
though,
and
isn't it?
it
It's not because you're being
stinks.
an asshole. It's like you're physically having trouble staying around the
Yeah,
smell.
I
Yeah.
physically, yes, that's
You're
true.
a bit
And I
precious.
wish I could be an asshole and say, can you please like wash this shirt and immediately hang it out to
It
dry?
is hard though, because I get it sometimes in this climate where I am now, it's very humid. And sometimes it's really hard to dry your clothes properly. So I empathize. I have been in that
Oh,
situation before.
mm.
But yeah, you can usually smell it. You put it on and you go, oh, it stinks.
Okay, that's very, very valid point. Still, there are, I don't know, don't wear it. Wear something else that is not
You're so
smelly.
judgmental. Fuck.
See, so I'm the kind of person you don't want in front of you when you are sweating. And thank you, people, for listening
I'm going
to
to give you
this.
a big sweaty hug. Yep. Send us your messages. Is sweating okay? I say yes. Just wear deodorant.
Yeah, I really want to know what people think of it. Truly. Thank you so much for listening today. Bye.
Bye. If you got a kick out of our conversation today, can you pretty please hit the follow button and share it with another opinionated person? This is the easiest way for you to support the show. It also gives Roula and I the motivation to
Rosie,
keep
I have to
going.
stop you there. Stop telling people what to do. If they like to follow the show and share it, it's totally up to them. Guys, please, can you help us follow and share the show? Thank you
That's
so
what I
much. See you
just
next time.
said.